This weekend. Final race of the weekend then is the Ginetta Juniors Race 3. I must say a comment here from H2.1 on our YouTube stream, who makes the comment that I was trying to avoid during that race. Dale and Aaron were going head to head. Yes, very good indeed. Hi to Actually Mo as well, who says go Harry during that last race. Which one? There were three of them. Harry Senior, Harry Cook and Harry Landing. So the Ginetta's being led round to the grid then. It's based on the results of race 2. Rocco Coronel and Max Cuthbert, 23 and 34 on the front row. Second row, 27 Alfie Slater and 51 of Fred Green. Row 3, 8 Scott Lindblom and 55 Jarrett Clark. Row 4, 25 George Proudfoot Nelder and 75 Colin Cronin. On row 5, 3 Raoul Zunzaren and 83 Revi Lake. Row 6, 53 Ethan Carney and 32 Ethan Lennon. Row 7, 5 Emilio Valentino Del Grosso alongside number 7 Felipe Reis. And we've got on row 8, 40 Josh Henry and 17 Max Murray. Row 9, 11 Henry Cameron and 21 Matthew Chiwara. And row 10, 13 Katrina E and 95 Noah Young. Row 11, 73 Harry Bartle, had some engine problems earlier on, and 18 Torrin Byrne, who went off on the first lap after starting from pole in race 2. And at the back, number 22 Josh Watts, with that grid penalty for causing a collision in race 2 after that was before his car retired, unfortunately. So Rocco Coronel looking for win number 12 of his season. From pole position on the outside, green flag is waved, the final race of the weekend here at Zandvoort. A great weekend it has been. Let's go out on a high then. The revs are up, the red lights are on, they go out, and we are underway for 20 minutes of Ginetta Junior racing. Rocco Coronel immediately moves across to take the line for Tarzan. Second place, Max Cuthbert in the 34. It's Alfie Slater looking for his second win of the season in third place. They will make their way into Tarzan for the first time. 22 at the back of the field, Josh Watts looking to make his way through to make up for that non-finish in race 2. As they come towards Hugenholtz, it should be Rocco Coronel leading. It is indeed. Cuthbert in second, Slater third, Freddie Green is fourth, Lindblom is fifth. They're single file around the banking. They head out towards the back of the circuit for the first time. First two breaking away very slightly. Side by side further back. Watch for Torrin Byrne, the number 18. He's already made move past a couple of cars, past Katrina E in the 13 car, and I think 22 Josh Watts behind him. Torrin Byrne showing what might have been in race 2 when he was on the pole. Got shuffled out at turn 9 and into the gravel. Bit of dirt being kicked up further back there. 21 car. That is Matthew Chiwara, the black car, chasing the 73 of Harry Bartle. Now he is desperate for a decent result here after engine trouble has spoiled his weekend so far. From out of turn 10 and then up towards the complex for the first time. Ran wide there. Further back in the order has rejoined towards the tail of the field. There it is. Rocco Coronel, who leads the way once again ahead of Cuthbert and Slater. A couple of cars run wide over the curves there. Don't run too wide, you'll clip the tyre wall. That was, I think, Del Grosso in the number 5. The yellow car got a bit sideways. Felipe Reis trying to make a move on the 32 of Ethan Lennon there. That'll send Lennon wide over the curve. They're all kicking up some dust. Taking a few liberties around this first lap. You can tell it's the last race of the weekend. Rocco Coronel comes over the line with the lead then. Starting to slipstream, almost Caterham style. Further back you can see Colin Cronin on the tail of Jarrett Clark. Max Cuthbert is well and truly on the tail of our race leader. Around the top of the banking. Once again, Jarrett Clark runs out very wide, so does Raoul Zunzaren, the Spaniard. Bit of dust being kicked up by Zunzaren there as he goes side by side with Jarrett Clark. In behind them is the red car, number 53 of Ethan Carney. They head towards Shivlak. It's tricky to go side by side through there, but they've just about managed it. Spectacular stuff, and Zandvoort goes ploughing down the grass. Doesn't lift off though. I don't think he lost a place. Rallycross, anyone? We do see Rallycross in the Netherlands, but certainly not here at Zandvoort, as Jarrett Clark, I think he's trying to force his way up the inside. Hopefully he won't go off on the outside like Torin Byrne did earlier. This is getting a bit frantic in the midfield. 3 wide into turn 10. Look at this. 3 cars in there. Couldn't quite see who they were. 25 of George Proudford-Nalder ahead of the 75 of Colin Cronin. This is the battle for 6th position. It's Coronel who leads the way from Cuthbert and Slater. They've broken away from Lindblom in 4th place. He's got ahead of Fred Green. In 6th position we've got Nalder, then Cronin 7th. 8th is Carney in the red machine. Dancing over the curves there. Further back is Chihuahua in the number 21, the Zimbabwean. Back in the 60s when Zimbabwe was known as Rhodesia, their top driver was John Love, who nearly won the South African Grand Prix in the late 60s and was also British saloon car champion with a Mini. Max Cuthbert on the tail of Rocco Coronel. His father Tom Coronel, a very successful touring car and GT racer among other things. 73 there, a bit of rubbing. 73 got a bit of a punt there, Harry Bartle, from 17 of Max Murray, the Scotsman. On the absolute ragged edge there through Tarzan. Get the tyres squealing. Side by side, a couple of cars go up very high indeed on the banking. All made it round. Katrina A, the last runner in the number 13 from Hong Kong. Josh Watts trying to move up on the outside of the number 40 of Josh Henry. Through Shivlak they come. Has Josh Watts got the move done there? Yes, he has. Slide the way out of Shivlak up towards Masters. Torin Byrne almost towing Noah Young with him. Of course, Noah went out in the second race with broken suspension. Flash of flame out of his exhaust there. Number 17, Max Murray attacking on the inside. No change at the moment among the leaders. Here comes 22 of Watts on the inside. He's past Murray. Still your leader is Coronel. There's been a change for 2nd place there. Alfie Slater has taken the 34 of Max Cuthbert for 2nd place. So no team orders amongst the R Racing team by the look of things. Also run our race leader Coronel. Bit of dust being kicked up towards the back of the field. And now Slater could get a run for the lead down into the right-hander at Tarzan. He's done it. Gets the move done before they reach the right hand. Good driving there by Alfie Slater, using the slipstream. Now, what can Max Cuthbert do? Rocco Coronel losing the lead for almost the first time this weekend. He wants a hat-trick, he wants a 12th win of the season. He wants to put the title almost beyond doubt even at this stage. He's 110 points up coming into this weekend. He's ready to fight back. Cuthbert 3rd, Lindblom is 4th, Green 5th. These 5 have broken away from the rest of the field by about 2.5 seconds. Towards Shivlak. Green's lost a couple of car lengths there on the one. Rocco Coronel's attacking for the lead back again. He could get through on the inside here. Along the short sprint into Masters corner. We don't see overtakes here very often, but Coronel has done it. Excellent from Rocco Coronel. Showing his local knowledge, and Max Cuthbert clips the back, I think, there of Alfie Slater. Is up the inside, takes Coronel out wide. They're all sliding out wide. Who's going to come out of this with the lead? Slater who leads. Now, Coronel has been shuffled back to 5th place as a result of that. I thought he was going to go off into the gravel. Now we've got a race on our hands with just over 12 minutes to go. Coronel will be fired up now. Oh, he's not happy. He's There's somebody in the gravel, it's Max Murray. The 17 has gone off. That might be a safety car. Coronel up the inside, is that him making his way through? The safety car is being deployed. Is that Coronel or is it Lindblom? It's Lindblom who was there on the inside. So safety car is being deployed with Max Murray off. So Coronel back to 5th. I thought he was gesturing out of his window there. He was actually unfolding the mirror where the side of his car had been clipped. But the reason for the safety car there is the number 17. The projectile car of Max Murray is in the gravel trap. That's the end of his race. Well, we've got over half the race still to go. 11:20 left on the clock as I talk to you. Now, Coronel down to 5th. Alfie Slater diving up the inside there into the right-hander. There's a car coming into the pits. That's the 53 of Ethan Carney. See if we can see what happened there. This is further back. There's Max Murray going off. There may have been some contact with, I think it was the 40 of Josh Henry. Sent him spinning into the gravel. There's damage to the front of Ethan Carney's car there. I think he might have a puncture on the right front. So he's dragged the car into the pit lane. See there, it's, well, the bonnet's gone up, so it's not just a puncture. I don't think it might be suspension damage to the right front of that car as Max Murray's car is turned up. Hopefully we'll have just the one lap behind the safety car. It's Alfie Slater who leads. I think he just clipped the back. I don't think it was intentional, just clipped going into turn 9 the back of Rocco Coronel and sent him sideways. There were a few cars sliding outside those. Max Cuthbert was sideways as well. And it was Slater who came out with the lead. Safety car is going to come in on this lap, so just the one lap under safety car conditions. It's Slater from Lindblom, Cuthbert 3rd, Green 4th, Coronel is down to 5th. Where's Torin Byrne got up to from the back? He's 15th now. It's Proudfoot Nalder 6th, Colin Cronin, the Irishman 7th, Jarrett Clark 8th, Raoul Zaren is 9th, despite that bit of rallycross earlier on, and Reevy Lake is 10th. Number 5, that's Emilio Valentino Del Grosso. He's in 12th behind Ethan Lennon. Harry Bartle is 13th, a better run from him this time. Ahead of Felipe Reis, and Torin Byrne rounds out the first 15. There's Max Murray's car being pushed away behind the barriers. It's had some contact, you can see tyre marks on the side of it. Well, there's the safety car. The field hasn't reached the complex yet. Alfie Slater really backing the field up here to try and anticipate this restart. So the green light showing there, so they can go as they come up towards Kumho. But Alfie Slater at the moment isn't going anywhere. He will as they come out of the right-hander here, I think. No, he still hasn't. Green flags are waving. And Alfie Slater still just cruises round. We're officially back to green flag conditions. Now he puts his foot down and we're back underway. They can't pass until they get to the line. Start moving about further back. We're back underway then. And it is Slater who leads them off. Colin Cronin moving to the inside there. He's got a stack of cars behind him. Into Tarzan they go. Let's hope that safety cars don't breed safety cars in this one. We don't want any more stoppages. We've got just under 7.5 minutes of this race to go. Alfie Slater looking for win number 2 of the season. He won the opener at Donington Park, leads the way. Now, what can Rocco Coronel do here? Looking for win number 12 of his season. He's in 5th place, behind Fred Green, the scholarship winner over the winter, on his move up from karting. And a bit of smoke there from one car. That was just a little bit of a lock-up, I think. Somewhere towards the rear of the midfield. First 5 breaking away slightly. It's George Proudfoot-Nalder in 6th position. As they make their way out onto the back of the circuit, Alfie Slater leads the way. He's got Scott Lindblom on his bumper, literally there. And look at Coronel up the outside. Oh, Lindblom slowed there. Was clipped by Max Cuthbert. Coronel's gone round the outside of 3 of them into 2nd place. And now we'll challenge Alfie Slater for the lead. There's a tangle further back. We've got a spinner. Trying to see who that is in there. Hopefully everybody else, yes, I think have avoided that car. Fred Green goes wide onto the dirt there. There's a bit of contact with George Proudfoot-Nalder. It's Alfie Slater from Coronel who got round the outside as Lindblom and Cuthbert seemed to slow on the inside line going into turn 9. That's backed Green up as well, and that's why Green got pushed wide by George Proudfoot-Nalder. So here they come then into Kumho and up towards the banking. Side by side, a bit of leaning on each other through there. 5.5 minutes to go. Here they come up over the line. Alfie Slater leads it. Coronel is in attacking mode. There's a couple of cars leaning on each other still further back. Lindblom's going for the outside. Look at Coronel. He's going to be late on the brakes here. It's last of the late breakers between the 2 leaders. Alfie Slater, they lean on each other again. Lindblom's going to go up the inside of both of them. They're going to be 3 wide on the exit of the corner. This is going to be interesting into Hugenholtz. Which one of these cars is going to come out with the lead? Is it going to be Lindblom? Is it going to be Coronel? Is it going to be Slater? Slater's got the inside. Who's that diving for the inside? That's Coronel. The 3 of them, they're always going to come together. Lindblom goes out wide. Has he survived that? Well, he's in there somewhere, Lindblom. He's back a few places. He's still going, but Coronel has come out with the lead. Coronel versus Slater for the lead. They come up towards Shevlak. Coronel leads it. Cuthbert's in 3rd place now. Proudfoot-Nalder is 4th. Green is in 5th position. And then in 6th, we've got Colin Cronin, the Irishman. There's somebody else flying off onto the dirt there. Trying to identify that in a moment. Slater going round the outside of Coronel now. They lean on each other again. There's a lot of needle creeping into this now. Fred Green's moving up there on the inside of Cuthbert's. I hope this doesn't boil over and we have the leaders starts getting over the top here. It is getting a little bit heated out there now. Coronel leads it. He's back ahead of Slater. They make their way up towards the complex once again. Side by side, Slater tries a run there, it doesn't work. Coronel moves to cover, Fred Green behind in 3rd, then Max Cuthbert is 4th. Proudfoot-Nalder is 5th. Then it's going Cronin, wallop straight in, that's Lindblom, there's going to be a pile-up, oh goodness me. Big shunt there coming off the complex. At least 4 cars involved, Lindblom was one of them. Right, that's going to be a race stoppage, and I think that will be end of play. Unfortunately, they're still at it as they come over the line. Slater's gone back to 4th place, but I imagine the red flags are going to come out here. Slater up the outside, Green's in there. They're bouncing off each other like there's no tomorrow at the front of the field. But the red flag is out. The race is being stopped. No surprise at all. I imagine that result will go back a lap and will remain, in my opinion, will probably remain very provisional for some time. Okay, we've just had it confirmed on the timing screen. That race will not be restarted. That is end of race. The drivers, thankfully, are all out of their cars by the look of it. Lindblom is in there. The 22 of Josh Watts Ethan Lennon is in there. There's another car in there as well, which I think might be Felipe Rice, number 7, who's buried in the tyre wall. Well, I have to say that looked like it was coming for 2 or 3 laps. That was a very fraught affair on the restart, and eventually things did boil over. Thankfully, only cosmetic damage to the cars. It is Race, the other car that's buried in the tyre wall up there. But thankfully, all the drivers appear to be okay. So we will await to see if a provisional result is confirmed. We do not know at the moment because the red flag came out with 3 minutes and 6 seconds to go. And the race will not be restarted. So we'll wait for the cars to head back into the paddock then. A great shame that we've ended our very exciting weekend at Zandvoort with a sizable shunt. But thankfully, it does appear the drivers involved are okay. And thank you to all the marshals and recovery crews and other circuit officials for their services once again while we deal with that incident. Again, apparently no serious injury, which is good to know. So we wait to hand down to Ian in Parc Fermé to give us the final word. So that's about all from me. We'll let Ian have the final word, but as we say, thank you to all the volunteer marshals here at Zandvoort and all the other officials, especially from the British Automobile Racing Club on their annual overseas weekend. I'll see you back in a couple of weeks for Convoy in the Park at Donington with British Truck Racing and much more. I'll say a big thank you to all our camera crews, directors and everyone else for bringing us the action as well. So that's about all from myself, Dave Goddard, down to Ian Waterhouse in the paddock for the final word.
Yeah, hello everybody, welcome down to Parc Fermé, a bit of a sombre Parc Fermé actually. Rocco Coronel, who we believe was over the line first. We're not sure what the result is going to be. Of course, it might go back a lap. We're just not too sure. He did get out of his car and just run off to make sure his teammate's okay. So a nice touch there from Rocco. But that is the end of the live coverage here at Zandvoort. Thank you to you so much for tuning in and watching us. As ever, I just want to say big thank you to the team of people who bring you these pictures completely live and free. They spend the entire weekend out and about around the circuit. So can we please, in that live chat, hit a like and a big thank you to Jack, Zolly, Jake, Danny, Anton, James, Stephen, Dan, Sam, and of course Dave Goddard as well. So a big thank you to the entire team who bring you this live show. All the pictures are completely live and free for you to tune in. So just hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course Chris as well. How could I forget Chris? Thank you so much, Chris. And that is it. That is it from us. We're going to be back in a couple of weeks' time at Donington Park for the British Truck Racing Championship on Bark TV. Make sure you tune in for that. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. That is a wrap from Zandvoort. Until we'll see you next time at Donington Park in 2 weeks. Bye-bye.